Hey guys, Infidel 1258 here. Today we're gonna do the daily rank battle grind for gold, but we're also going to look at the season rewards here for Diamond 2. Now, I finished Diamond 2 this season because I just didn't have time to play because I was too busy focusing on the bulk buy, answering questions from all the different potential contributors to that new bulk buy we're gonna do, where we're crowdfunding like 200,000. I don't know, I'm not sure how much. I can't tell you how much. We needed to crowdfund at least 100. I'm confident we're going to do well more than that. And on the 23rd, we're putting forward a bulk buy. So if you're involved in that, you know who you are, and reach out to me on Discord for, make sure we're in contact for the 20th, because we're going to do one live video with me and all the people. But for those of you here today, we are doing rank battle grind and season rewards. So let's get it. This is the season rewards. I got 50 loot chests. Twilight Basilisk is one of those cards I think is like a must own. So is the Pelican Mercenary. So is the Deceiver and the Conjurer. The Bandit is awesome. The Gargoyle Lion is awesome. Heatsmith is awesome. Wavesmith is awesome. But I don't think of those as... I don't necessarily think of those as must-haves. I do because of their cost. But in terms of their, the utility... I rank them lower than, for instance, this one and this one. The Pellicor, Conjurer, and Mercenary are two of my favorite cards for both the cost and the value. Remember, those are different. Okay, guys. So we're working on a daily quest with Fire Team. And if you're new to this series or you're new to my channel, my name's Dwayne and I go by Infidel1258. And we cover Splinterlands all day, every day, because it's changed my life. And what we do in these videos is we analyze gameplay that just randomly pops up. I don't know who I'm going to fight. I don't know what power level they've got. I don't know what deck. I don't know what rule set. All of that variability serves to create a wide range of gaming experience and gaming analysis that will hopefully allow you to generalize tips and tricks that you can use to grow your account and climb further, farther, and faster. So that's my aim with this series. And if that sounds interesting, make sure you like and subscribe. We do this type of video at least a couple times a week, usually even once a day. But lately, it's just been too much Chaos Legion meta-analysis, really. So if that sounds interesting, also like and subscribe, because we do a ton of that. So we're working on fire. Everybody gets blast. Sneak attack. When everybody gets sneak attack, it's always nice to throw in like a big a melee monster that you can hide. Like this is Exploding Dwarf. He's a glass cannon, which means that he's very powerful with low heart hit points. But you can bury him in like the second or third position and then really take advantage of his his power. I'm not certain I'm going to do that, but it's an option. What might make some sense here is to go Venari Heatsmith and then... Oh, dang, I must be renting it. I rented a bunch of cards yesterday because of the end of the season. I appear to have rented one of my monsters with thorns. So go like this. See. The Zenith Monk is a nice choice. The self-heal, and then why don't we give them all a buff? Go. We'll see how this works. I got the Ant Miners in the first position, which is just like a mini tank. Then I've got the Zenith Monk in the second position for a secondary tank. I like how the skip results button is prominent now. They've revised how it works, so if I was to click that, it's over instant. There's no delay. There used to be a time lag. You'd press skip to results. It would show you the last action that was in progress, and then one of the names would fall off as if they lost, and the other would come to the center of the screen. All of that's gone. You just press skip to results, and it says Dwayne won or Kofi won. If I miss, yeah, I was just gonna say if I miss that shot on the albatross because of his flight, I'll be in trouble. And then I did. Good workout. Workout. I hope I get one more chance to... Okay, yeah, I should... Yeah, I'll get one more repair out of the flame monkey. And I finished off nice. Here we go. But he's gonna... Yeah. Okay, that's big right there. Finishing off that archery. Now it's just us against Fineback. Yeah, we got it. Cool. There it is. Okay, so 52 rank points, 23 DEC. The DEC has been tanking for the payments on the games. Last season it was closer to 100 right on the first day of the gold. It was actually 200 per win. But that was because DEC was at 1.2 cents per DEC. And now DEC has been tanking to dramatically low numbers. So we're earlier today, look at that, we're at half the value I just quoted you. We were at, this number was even smaller earlier today. So the point is, the way DEC works is if the price of DEC spikes, the game prints more of it. That's intentional because the game designed DEC to stay stable. So if the price grows, they print more DEC. If the price drops, they print less DEC. That's intentional. That's by design. But what it means is that when you're playing the game, you're getting less and less rewards. Well, not less and less, but you're getting less rewards than you might have 2 weeks ago or a month ago when DEC was at all-time highs. Which is like a double kick in the butt because when DEC is high per unit, you're receiving that's every DEC you earn is worth a lot. But as DEC's price falls, so do the number of DEC you receive per victory. So you're getting double dinged. You're losing quantity of DEC and a high price tag at the same time, which can sting. It can mean that your daily rewards paid in DEC are far less meaningful. But you know what I think that means long term? The longer term that goes on, the more prized things like cards become, because the DEC you put into the cards and the utility that the cards offer, whether it's in ranked battles or brawls or in land farming later on, the value that's of the card is going to shine brighter than the value of holding an asset like DEC, because of if DEC is both falling and in price and in print issuance, it just makes every DEC more coveted, makes the value of the assets that are largely based on DEC value cards seem more significant and grow, I think, more rapidly. So in the short term, it's going to hurt. In the long term, I think it's going to help. Oh yeah, slower going first. That's a problem for me. Need to process that in my mind. Slow go first. Would be interesting. Running out of time. Oh, I should bring Flame Monkey. Put him in the back. Try that. So I'm kind of defended against a sneak attack play because I've got the Ant Miner in the back. In the front, I've got the new Legionnaire monster, which is interesting because it's got a lot of armor. And then I bring the Flame Monkey, who should be able to repair some of that armor. And the Legionnaire is only 2 speed, which is good because we're in the reverse rule set. I got a slow monster as a tank. I got a slow support archery Cyclops. Then I've got the blind from Goblin Fire Mage, which he's not optimized for this rule set, but he's a good card with the Dispel and with the blind. I am going to be in trouble because look at how much magic heat this guy's bringing. But no, he just melted. I was thinking maybe I might have pulled something out, but they've ripped through him. So this one's already over for sure. Yeah, too much magic. I needed 3 silences to compete in that match. Okay, we'll do 2 more battles, and then I'm going to call it there because I only really like to do the full daily quest if we just crush the first, if we go 5 in a row. Let's try a fast melee play. With a sneak attack. Now, Zenith Monk in the rear, who will resist the earthquake by his self-heal. And then if my enemy does a sneak attack play, Zenith Monk will die. But if my enemy doesn't do a sneak attack play, Zenith Monk will stay alive even to the very end, which would give me that option to have one last opportunity to win because he's going to be there because his self-heal will out-heal the earthquake. Conversely, I could go Enchanted Defender, which is to say I'm preparing for a sneak attack. Like if my enemy sneak attacks, yeah. Because Enchanted Defender protects me against sneak attack in this position, but also opportunity attack. Because he has 1 hit point, he's going to attract the opportunity monsters, and that's going to, I guess, lean best into what I'm doing here. Now I have no heals, and I am particularly susceptible to magic. But if he tries to do, for instance, an archery play, I might out-dodge it because of Serpentine Soldier's speed and Pyre's speed. I also might, I would probably have a good chance against a melee-focused enemy, but I'm gonna be in trouble if he does a magic play. And that's one of the cool things about this game. If you're still getting used to this game, there's an opportunity cost to every single type of play you can choose, every choice you can make, every card you can select. There's an opportunity cost, not just because they have a certain amount of mana and you only have X amount of mana to spend, you have a mana cap to work with, but also because whether you choose fire or death or life or earth or whatever splinter you choose, there are benefits and costs to making that selection. Same is true with the monsters. You can build your team you can arrange your team in a manner that is prepared to face off against melee, but it probably won't be prepared to face off against archery, melee, and magic. That's very hard to do. Looks like he is trying to sneak play, so okay. The triage is going to be a nuisance because I am going to damage him, but he's going to triage me. Or he's going to triage him, repair himself with the Mycelia Queen. Queen Mycelia. And look at this. The earthquake just ravages me. And because he brought armor, Queen Mycelia brought the armor for his team, that might be enough for him to just pull through on this one. Yeah, we're in trouble. This is over. Yeah. Okay, we're going to do one more. Let's try and do something different. I'll try and demonstrate a different approach. The last couple of games I've been melee focused. So all monsters have ranged attack and snipe ability. So this is a good one to bring Fire Elemental, who has Blast, because they're going to do snipe attack. And anytime you get snipe attack combined with blast damage, that's what Jotun does. And that is the exciting, powerful combo. And so Fire Elemental has to be picked. I'm not gonna leave him in the first position, but I'm definitely picking him. So who else do I have? I'm currently renting my Elemental Phoenix or whatever it's called, which is a shame because it's a super powerful monster for this type of rule set. Hmm. If I had another blast monster, I would. I do, is the thing. I have other blast monsters. They're just rented. Oh, maybe it's because of the rise of commons. This is a rule set that excludes epic and legendary summoners or monsters. That might be what's going on. The Tower Griffin is going to give me that nice armor. Let's go like that. I'm putting the Flame Imp in the back because I don't really care if it dies. And also because... I'm going to be susceptible to getting sniped. I got to try this. I did the gelatinous cube because I want to have a big meat shield in the snipe position that will allow me to absorb whatever he throws at me. Now I have 11 hit points in that gelatinous cube. It will die, especially with this build that he's throwing at me. They're all gonna focus fire my cube and melt him. But the cube is creating a distraction that allow my archery units at least one turn to do what they need to do. Now they are gonna not gonna really. I'm in trouble because he's got taunt. Now the taunt is going to take away the advantage I was looking for with the snipe, because one of the rule sets is snipe. So I was hoping that my blast damage would hit 3 monsters. It's not. I can't really imagine winning this, especially because he had the force field there. But the force field on the mycelic whatever saved him. Like my sandworm should have killed him, but he didn't. My pit ogre had to finish him off. So that's pretty good. And here we go. Look at this. So the meat shield really ended up being significant enough. I thought they'd melt them, but they weren't fast enough. My gelatinous cube got a heal off on the first round, and that was enough to let the cube stay alive and let the pit ogre do his thing, and let my my 2 archery units do their thing also. So great little battle there. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for your time and attention. I hope you have an amazing day. Tomorrow morning I got a big battle that big video I'm going to release that will be specific to tanks that are important to have at every level for every splinter. It's about a 20-minute video, so make sure you check that one out in the morning. And that'll be December 16th around 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And have an amazing day. God bless.